We all want financial security, right? We read all the books, we make the tight budgets, and we really try to do everything by the book. But what if the very foundation of your mind is actively fighting against all those efforts? Well, welcome to today's Explainer, where we're diving straight into the neural architecture of wealth. And look, this isn't about boring spreadsheets or hot stock picks. No, we're deconstructing the hidden, literal wiring inside your head that might be keeping you exactly where you are, and more importantly, how to finally rewire it. Your brain is programmed to stay broke. Just let that sink in for a second. That is wild, right? This isn't just some passive condition or a run of bad luck. It's a hardwired program. The source material here makes the case that your financial struggles aren't just poor math skills. There's literally a set of instructions firing off in your subconscious, actively designed to keep you away from wealth. So, part one, the brain-money connection. Let's take a quick look at how our internal neurology directly dictates our external financial realities. You see, wealth isn't just numbers in an account. It's built upon a literal, three-dimensional architectural framework inside our own minds. Think of neural architecture kind of like the steel beams of a massive skyscraper. It's the deep-seated structural framework of thoughts and mental patterns that actually govern your behavior. If your internal beams are warped by, say, scarcity or fear, you simply can't build a stable financial tower on top of it. It doesn't matter how nice the windows look, right? The foundation is flawed. Which brings us to part two, programmed to stay broke. Seriously, why on earth would our own minds actively code against our own financial success? Well, there is a literal silent war happening inside your head every single day. On one side, you've got your conscious financial goals. That's the you watching this explainer right now who genuinely wants wealth, stability, and freedom. But pulling in the exact opposite direction is your subconscious programming. It's like an invisible operating system hardwired to maintain the status quo of just staying broke. And here's the kicker. When these two go to war, the subconscious almost always wins. Why? Because it's running automatically on autopilot 24/7. Moving into part three, unmasking hidden mental patterns. Now it's time to actually discover those invisible codes that are sabotaging your financial future. These are the structural flaws where your wealth is just secretly leaking away. Take your daily spending impulses, for example. You know that sudden, undeniable urge to buy a $7 latte when you know you're already over budget? That's actually not a lack of willpower. It's a hidden pattern executing its code. Or what about long-term saving blocks? Have you ever noticed how the exact moment your savings account hits a comfortable number, suddenly your car breaks down or you inexplicably just need a new phone? That is your brain literally manufacturing a way to get back to its comfortable baseline of being broke. Add to that a subconscious risk assessment that tricks you into thinking investing is way too dangerous, all while totally ignoring the massive guaranteed danger of just staying broke. So according to the source material, to rewire this architecture, you have to walk through three really clear steps. First up, acknowledge the programming. You just have to admit that you aren't entirely in control of your financial decisions just yet. Second, discover the hidden patterns. Start identifying those specific spending impulses and saving blocks popping up in your daily life. And finally, step three, stop the sabotage. Once you can actually see the program running in real time, you can hit pause and interrupt that signal right before you swipe your card. All right, part four, sabotaging your financial future. Because yes, these mental patterns can intentionally destroy what you're working so hard to build. And this right here is the ultimate conceptual shift. We are trying to move away from the programmed mind, where hidden patterns sabotage your future and keep you trapped in this neural architecture of scarcity. The real goal of this whole explainer is to cross over to the rewired mind. That's the place where those patterns are finally discovered and unmasked, where you actually have conscious financial control, and where you've successfully built a brand new neural architecture of wealth. You want your subconscious to finally align with your conscious goals. I want you to ask yourself honestly right now, what invisible codes are currently tearing down the financial structures you are trying so incredibly hard to build? It's so easy for us to blame the economy or inflation or just plain bad luck. But the primary culprit? It might be staring right back at you in the mirror. That one financial mistake you feel like you keep making over and over again? Yeah, that isn't just a mistake anymore. That is a pattern of active self-sabotage. But hey, the beauty of our neural architecture is that unlike a rigid concrete building, the human brain possesses neuroplasticity. You can literally demolish the old framework and build something completely new. The power is entirely in your hands, especially now that you know the program even exists. So as you face your very next financial decision today, I want you to stop, take a hard look at the architecture of your thoughts, and ask yourself, what is the very first mental wire you need to cut today?